Hello, trading is closed on the 15th of November, 2023. We always begin with our disclaimer. We do our call. We go over our calls, then we make some predictions. It's my trading plan for Thursday, November 16th, 2023. It's a plan. I can change it. Plans can be wrong. Trade at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow should have the early high. This was a major break yesterday. We said trading 1 penny past the close would confirm the break, and that we did. We also said that I didn't like the close, and to invalidate its negative implications, we have to gap over these highs, and we did that too. It's just a reminder of what we said. So we have a confirmed break, which doesn't mean that we have to go up tomorrow. It just means we're going to go higher. Well, during the day, MEJT gave an ultimate buy signal right at this low, and that certainly worked, but it also says the move is false. It says we're going to trade 44.96.70, most likely by tomorrow's close. And if we don't gap up smartly, that's my call for tomorrow. It isn't really that much lower, only about 6 points. And just because that trades, that doesn't mean we can't close higher, but that's my call if we don't gap up smartly. The one thing I didn't make clear yesterday was if we got the confirmation, we'd trade 230 points or so over the red trend line. I didn't specify which trend line. So we're not there yet. That would take us well over 4,600 if it were from here, but of course the line's dropping. We did break through this line, but it certainly wasn't impressive, and we didn't stick there, so that resistance is holding. If we're going to break through, it would make a lot clearer picture if we gapped over this. I'm not so certain we're going to break through. Once again, we had gapped up, higher high, closed under all the highs from today and even the highs from yesterday. That's not good stuff. Now, of course, what counts isn't this close, but tomorrow's open. We gap up here, all that negativity goes away. And it certainly is not impossible at all. We've been doing that for a long time now, a couple of weeks. But if we don't do it, I think it's negative, and I think we'll trade at least to 44.96.70. There still are different ways to count this, but whether this is A, B, C, or whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, many times wave 5 or wave C is equal to wave 1, which could be A. Either case gives us a reasonable target, 4712.71. I think that's where we end up from here, and that's 200 handles higher. Doesn't mean we go up tomorrow. Just remember that number. If this rally is in ABC, it's possible to count this as A of A of C rather, B of C, and C, we're at the 61.8. So there is some Fibonacci argument for this high holding, but of course we don't know if it's in ABC. Well, here's the longer term picture. I took this wave, set it at 38.2%. 100% give me 5,087. That's where I think this rally is going to hit and meet strong resistance. If that's right, and if this move up is 4712.71, you can see how the move from here to here tops out right at 61.8% of the distance from this low to my target for the high of the move. So there is balance of the waves at around 47.12. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early high, which doesn't tell us how we open. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. If you fail, it's a straight line drop. There is a lower target. If we don't gap up smartly, the rules say it prints. Now we gapped up, hit a higher high, closed under multiple prior highs. For now, at least, that's a rejection of the move to a new high. Despite this strong impulsive move higher, it's bearish action, and bulls need to gap and promptly overtake today's high to invalidate it, and that is not impossible. We're in a strong impulsive move. That's when those invalidations can happen. So I'm not doing anything until I see how I open tomorrow. Now, Thursday is the final day. If Carol ends window for a top, he has a 3-day window. These things don't always work, but if they do, it fits. I don't think any drop here is going to last very long. If we do drop, I would go long. It's just for now, at least, based on this close in the calendar, it could still have a sizable drop. But again, we gap up, take these out, just to erase everything I said. And that we're not going to know until tomorrow's open. So it's the pattern with the early high. Usual's a rally, but this churning at the top isn't what I like to see. And if we don't take this out fast, the alternative to all-day rally is a straight line drop, and I think it should be clear pretty soon after the open, if not even earlier than that. So it's the pattern with the early high, big up, big down, lower target, much higher target for the end of this move. That doesn't tell us what happens tomorrow. Continue this position here unless we gap up, and that's today's call.